go live. Do minimize.
And there we are. No.
Woo!
Love it. Apparently I need to go back to college.
Yeah!
That's what this ad's telling me.
Better. Christopher Britger, sup boys, in North America, guten Tag.
Alright, let's go into live chat so I can see all the swears.
Mm-hmm.
The swears from the squares. Alright, and then, you know what? What's happening? There we go.
Woo!
Get a little drink on.
I don't have a beverage. I had one with lunch, so I don't deserve one.
Well done.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I mean, imagine denying yourself a bubbly.
Mm-hmm.
Like how bad you would have to be. A drink that doesn't even taste good.
Yep. Ooh.
Potato. Wait, do I finally make a stream? Woohoo!
Nice.
This is a long stream today.
It is. Hopefully I can get both of these young Nephilim painted. And I don't see why I wouldn't be able to. Cut to 3 hours from now.
Is that what those units are called?
Yeah. They're the youngins.
So that's they're the youngins. Hmm.
Ooh. My whole thing is I'm playing with oils. But right now I'm using acrylics just to throw on a base. And this is lovely. I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm in my element.
Right.
But oils are good too. I'm getting the hang of oils.
Mm-hmm. But remember when you started with acrylics?
Mm-hmm.
You probably ran into all the same problems.
That was bad for 8 years.
Mm-hmm.
But how come I'm not perfect now?
Right. Maybe one day.
Mm-hmm. But wish upon a star.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe you won't. Maybe it'll all come crashing down.
Scholar Faust, hey Jay and Nick, got my Silent King and Chaos Knights today. Started to build the Silent King and wonder if it's best to paint in parts instead of painting the final build or larger models like these. For the Silent King, you'd probably want to do sub-assemblies just because you've got like whole guys standing on essentially like buildings. So you might want to build the guys in the buildings or paint the guys in the buildings separately.
Yeah. Didn't think of Doom. Ooh, Nick and Jay.
Ooh.
How's your horrendous night? It is bad.
Yeah, real bad.
Picked up the Chaos Knights box set from my local game store a couple hours ago, so big hype.
Ooh, nice. Damn. The new Chaos Knights. I saw them in person actually at the friendly local game store. I think Chris was working on a Chaos Knight army.
Yeah.
And it looked pretty badass. One of them was, or I think they were all based on the new Chaos kit, but he used different tops. For one of them, he used the old Forge World Chaos Knight parts.
Oh, cool.
And it looked really, really good.
So what did you buy while you were there?
I may have gotten the Grey Knight Grandmaster. Because he's in Terminator armor. And I'm like, you know what? I want this guy.
Mm-hmm. And people don't go to the Games Workshop store just to hang out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I was at the Jewel Osco.
Oh.
And then I'm like, you know what? Let me just skip on down. Let me just skip on
Right.
down to the.
Right. Pay a little visit.
Mm-hmm.
No harm.
He's been playing Chaos Gate too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's fun.
Yeah, we're lucky. Our Games Workshop store manager is awesome.
Yeah, great. Ran into him 2 times at Adepticon.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
Yeah, because we've had previous Warhammer store managers who were not super cool.
No, not even a little.
Mm-hmm.
Most of them,
Yeah.
except for him.
I like his little wormy tail.
Gellerfaust, the one Warhammer store I went to, the guy was kind of rude about painting.
Mm-hmm. It can happen.
Yeah.
It's just a person.
The person goes on to say, like, it had to be what Games Workshop states on the box and never custom art.
Mm.
Yeah, don't go there again. That's just an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
Literally doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
In this very creative hobby, you should only do things people tell you to.
Yeah. Lucky Bet. Ooh. Captain Blue. Opinions on Imperial Guard Death Corps? I love them. They're super cool. Cat Cadaver caught me right as I finished a Marine. Nice. Christopher Brutger, I found your streams to be great reserved hobby time for me. I can paint and build and feel like I am keeping motivated on the backlog. Sweet! Yeah, and every single person watching is diligently working on painting their models, right?
Well, I'm doing something adjacent. I'm removing supports from a model.
I suppose that's all right. Just this one time.
Mm-hmm. I bet everyone else is playing Chaos Gate.
I hope everyone else is playing Chaos Gate. Chaos Gate is so hard.
Mm-hmm. Have you played more of it recently?
Oh yeah, I think I maybe need to start a new one because I think I'm at the part where I'm supposed to be better at the game because I don't win missions anymore.
Mm.
There was one mission, all 4 of my guys got taken out in one enemy turn.
Really?
Yep. Because there was like 14 guys.
Mm.
I'm like, what the poop? That's what I said. What the poop?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Everybody's heard Goobs, Andy,
Oh
chicken,
my god.
cheese.
Cheese. Good old chicken.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, chicken was carrying through my first couple of missions.
John Albers, does drinking a lot of alcohol count as hobby progress?
Yeah, I'd say that's progress.
It's a special kind of hobby.
Mm-hmm.
Unless your hobby's not doing that.
Yeah.
Then it's not. Some people's hobby has to be not doing that.
Look, Blood Raven, I'm painting some Imperial Knights. Our burgers. Jason M. Hey everybody, got a new phone, the Samsung S22 Ultra. It's pretty cool.
Jeez.
Okay, just, showing off. Treasure Chardo. So I've joined the legit OnlyFans account of a Warhammer YouTuber. It's spicy. You dudes don't flim my flams the same way, but now I know it could work.
Mm-hmm.
Christopher, if you guys were grots, how would you guys dress? Butt naked.
Oh, yeah, better believe it.
Jen Alberts picked up the War of the Ring board game last week. Comes with 204 miniatures. My evil friend dared me to paint it over a weekend, and I am proud to report I finished 185 fully, and the rest were close. Sweet.
Damn.
That's really good. Unlike the blend I just did on the swing. Could ever will you be buying the new Horus Heresy box? No.
No.
It looks cool though, but no. Do we have any confirmation on the American price? I think we know the UK price, but they use Games Workshop's funny money conversion system, which is not a direct translation. I bet it's $299. Which is under $300, which is what they said it would be. They said it would be under $300.
When is it supposed to come out?
I don't know. It feels like it's already out. It's not though.
No. Might as well because I don't care about it.
I watched Vincey V put his copy together today.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Was it a live stream or a video?
No, just a video. It's pretty good though. See exactly what he did. He did the Alpha Legion, which is the shiny blue green.
Mm-hmm.
There was a great part where he's like, I should have done it this way because I didn't do the silver properly, and then the silver looks amazing.
Right.
Oh, Vincey. The Vincerella.
George Guerrero tips. This is an official request for Flim My Flams merch. T-shirt would work. Line of moderately brushed prices would be better.
Yeah. I don't know where Flim My Flams came from. I don't know if I found that somewhere or I made it up. I mean, I have a bunch of dumb expressions that I use. Jingle my bells.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. Doesn't butter my bread. Doesn't pour my gravy.
Yeah. Oops.
Hey, it's North America. How do you guys think about having human and Eldar auxiliaries for a Tau army? Love it! The Guavela are the humans who work with the Tau.
Flim My Flams. Nothing pops up.
Well, our video should pop up. No, obviously not.
Let's put it in quotes. Yeah, I don't know. I literally have no idea.
Yeah.
I think it was was the first usage of it in Models of Memory somewhere.
Probably.
It's got to have been.
Mm-hmm. The greater demon, Sean. One of the 120 greater demons.
That's true. What a world.
Julio, I've been thinking for a while if you've uploaded a video about the Killer Morph, or is it just my imagination? I painted the Killer Morph on stream. So there is Killer Morph content on the channel, but it's just in a VOD.
Got my I've on my PC on the search bar. They have next to it. There's like a little image of stuff, and it changes every day, and it corresponds with a random International Blank Day, and I always hate International Blank Days because they're stupid and really horribly dumb, and now it's permanently on there, and I'm really upset about it because it didn't exist before, and now it does. And I have to figure out how to get rid of it.
Sometimes it's fun. It's like Mailman Day. Woo! And then you think about Newman from Seinfeld.
It's International Tea Day.
Oh, that's fun.
And I like tea, and I hate it.
So the Brits are like, woohoo!
That's not what they sound like.
Pour a little rum into their tea that morning.
Do the accent.
What? It's what day? Jolly good.
Oh.
Potato. I think it comes out in early June. Joseph Patton just played my first 2,000 point game of Warhammer 40,000. My Ultramarines got smoked. It was educational, though. Scott Faust. Is Horus Heresy usable in 40k battles, or are they a completely different game? A lot of the models are interchangeable because they're just Space Marines and Space Marine tanks, but they're different rule sets. The Horus Heresy rules are based on Warhammer 40,000 7th edition, even the new ones. And 7th edition is a pretty different to 9th edition and 8th edition. Because 8th edition was kind of an overhaul that turned Warhammer into an actual game.
Yeah, it actually made it fun.
Turned
it into an actual game. It's true, though.
Mm-hmm. Macarius, please, sir, flim my flams. Ooh, Andy Crimson. Moderately brushed prices? Newton Mike. I'm trying to figure out what is a good unit mark for Tau drones. Unit mark?
Who's Mark?
Is that a Tau rule? You can give units marks? Chris, I'm not gonna lie, a little disappointed. You're not playing games. Could have, but I gotta get some models done. Yes, I will play games tomorrow. Not on camera. Scholar Files. Brits ruin tea. You did not put sugar or milk in tea. Yeah, why make it taste good? Cobalt Sun, what are some good base sizes for display bases? Bigger, but probably not too big. I'd say like 40 millimeters is pretty common.
40 is a nice size.
Mm-hmm. Mark the Frog, if you had to paint a Primarch, which one would you choose? I would paint Horus, because that is the one I own. Also, I think he's one of the best ones. I think he's up there. Magnus is up there. Are any of the other ones good? I mean, they're all good, but are there any other ones that I'm interested in? Alfarius has got a cool look. Dorn.
Magnus?
I like Dorn. Yeah, Magnus is good.
Magnus is sick. Constellation the Realm Wing. 3 to 5 inches is the best size. Says you.
It's not about how big the plinth is. It's about how you use it.
Remember the person selling super ugly plinths?
Yeah!
Adepticon?
Oh my goodness. It was wild. They had beautiful pieces of wood, and then they just glued them to horrible pieces of like pine that have been through like a router to give them ugly, chewed up trim.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it looked so bad. It looked like somebody literally just took trim and stapled it to nice wood.
Yeah, like honestly, I mean, you would buy it and then just rip the nice piece of wood off.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a little bizarre.
Yep. I thought because it was in a weird place.
Yeah.
I thought she was selling crystals.
Which would make sense.
I was 1,000% sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this one's for healing.
Ninjan had a great story about somebody who was trying to sell their minis, and they didn't buy a booth or anything. They were just like standing in that area, like the
That's
pre,
hilarious.
and they were just like, "Hey, I got models. My wife doesn't want me to come home with these. Come buy them." And Ninja got really mad at this guy because, like, you know, you're supposed to buy a thing for vendors, and he's messing, you know, these vendors who spent tons of money to have real booths to sell used models, and then he's just there hawking. And so Ninja went up to him, and he put together a giant pile of minis, and it was like, "Okay, I'll buy these from you for $20." And the guy was like, "No." He's like, "Okay," and then he just walks away. Just wastes all his time.
That's great. Yeah. The weird thing about, because I would assume like the Adepticon people would get rid of that or try to kick that guy out.
Yeah.
Tell the guy to not do stuff, but there was like nobody around.
No,
the
yeah.
event.
There's like nobody who works there. Yeah, if you went to Kinko's and made yourself a badge, you're in.
I mean, do you even need a badge?
Barely. No, you know what? Honestly, I don't think you need a badge.
Yes. Obviously, you should buy a badge.
Yes.
Because it's a good thing to do. But yeah. Very, very interesting.
Mark the Frog, you should paint a Black Templar Rogel Dorn. I wouldn't mind a Rogel Dorn, but I definitely wouldn't paint Black Templars because I would want the real Dorn. I really wish I liked the Sigismund model because the Sigismund is basically the Black Templars Primarch. I just think the model looks so bad. It looks so weenie.
Weenie.
Damn, no Twitch game play tonight? It doesn't even have to be good. I'd watch Fallout 3 EOB streams. Never played Fallout 3. Fallout New Vegas is my jam. Cobalt Sun, thanks for the tips. I was planning on printing out a lot of 40mm stuff, some 60mm bases, and 2 100mm bases. Yeah, I mean, big bases sound like fun until you have to actually paint them. And then you're like, I wish this guy was standing on one tiny little piece of rock.
Right.
Primus Julius Carnifex. Confidence is the sincerest form of thievery. Mark the Frog, is there a third-party Sigismund? I'm sure there is.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
There's probably a few.
Yeah, there's ones that are done poorly, there's ones that are done pretty good, and there's ones that are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's ones with way too much detail, where it's impossible to paint. There is a guy I can think of, a 3D modeler guy, who just makes models that would not be fun to paint. And he's incredibly popular. Incredibly popular. I don't get it.
Mark the Frog, just paint a mini frisbee from the dollar store.
George Gerardo, Nick, we don't need no stinking badges.
Mm-hmm. Badges? Where we're going, we won't need badges.
Exactly. And they just slow you down.
Yeah.
You know, they weigh you down. They're really heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Primus Julius Carnifex, you kind of just need a swordman with a bald head.
That's true. That is all he is.
Yeah.
Oh, Siggy.
Oh, Siggy.
Oh, Siggy boy. Knights 36 tips. Question, toga or leave it? This pertains to my model submission.
As in wearing a toga?
Oh no, I got paint. Another problem with oil paints is they stay wet. And so when you get it on your hands, you got to deal with it.
Yep.
Speaking of deal with it, I need to go grab some paper towels. I made a mess.
Oh my goodness. Look what you made Jay do. Oh yeah, and by the way, yes on the toga. And this is the model submission for the challenge, because yeah, it's ends tomorrow night. And I haven't looked at them. Usually I scout them all out a little bit. Haven't even done that yet. It's gonna be fresh eyes on Monday. Chris, oh my knife just broke mid cuts. A little blood for the blood god.
The quilted quicker picker upper store brand.
Potato. I gotta go to bed, but it was a fun watching the stream while I could.
Nice. Thanks for being here.
The sound of wiping. Lucky bat. Paper towel opening ASMR.
Yeah, so this brand has really good strength. I wish they made gray nice paper towel because it would appear better on camera. The fun life of a YouTuber.
Mm-hmm.
Fu Mark, have you ever considered reviewing terrain models? Unrelated question, what's your opinion on the Noctilith crown? I mean, we sort of review terrain. Our own terrain.
Like Games Workshop terrain?
It's all fine. There's the review.
Yeah. I mean, I think the coolest terrain that they came out with recently has to be Octeris.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really good. Other stuff,
Because of the flight of the Eisenstein, his sword got chained to his wrists, and the author pointed out that is how he kept it. Yeah, and that's why all the Black Templar do it. Monkey see, monkey do. Monkey pee all over you.
Amazing. Flipnote Dude 88, the new upcoming Kill Team terrain looks good. It looks good, but I don't think it'd make a fun board unless you have other stuff.
Yeah, if you have a bunch of other stuff to help it out.
Yeah, what they really need to do, honestly, they just need to come out with a couple of big things and then tons of little things.
Yeah,
scatter around.
It's the little things that make it.
Right. Yeah, and we know a lot of stuff about small things.
Mm-hmm.
That's a penis joke. Constellation of the Realm Wing got my first custodies today. Vitreous Praetors to add to my Imperium of Man.
I wasn't paying attention. The Imperium of Man is 40k.
Constellation of the Realm Wing got some new custodies.
Ah, I love the Custodies. I want to do a Custodes video where I paint them without using gold, but they're gonna be gold. That was way too much paint.
And the video title's going to be Goldilocks
Mm-hmm.
and the 3 Custodes, because you're going to paint 3 of them.
Yeah, like the perfect gold does not need gold paint.
Wow. It's true art right there.
Mm-hmm.
So when's the video coming out?
Tomorrow.
Whoa. And you're streaming video games tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Insane. I can't even believe it.
Mm-hmm. Champ Styles, we ever make Legion style terrain, and I don't mean just TIE fighters and Cantina bits. I feel like you'd make some more creative and less generic. I would love to make some Star Wars Legion terrain. I have tons of ideas.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. I mean, there's a 2.5 million Star Wars Legion STL Patreons. Make some very cool stuff.
Right. And what's one more?
Mm-hmm.
If we were to make a Star Wars specific Patreon, what would it be called?
Eons of Stars in Wars. It's a little wordy, but I think it'll work.
Yeah. Eons of Stars, ... and Wars.
And Wars. ... It's a little wordy, but I think it'll work.
It really rolls off the tongue.
Yeah. It's like there's a Australian musician, and he has got a great album title. It's called I Don't Know, Just Make It a Cool Font. It kind of implies the little story of him talking with the company. And there's a miscommunication.
Love a good hijink.
Mm-hmm. Good old Benny Davis.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Harris, what about the crappy Age of Sigmar Dragon Soul terrain thing? That model sucks. Yeah, it's not a good model. I think it's an endless spell, not a piece of terrain. I think it comes in a terrain set, though. It's weird. I don't know what it is.
Oh yeah, we have a theory that they don't try on those.
Mm-hmm.
That's our theory. Like they just do not try on the endless spells at all. They do not care.
John Alberts, you guys get the invite to the Horus Heresy thing at Warhammer World? Oh, they invited us, but we told them where they could stick their invite.
Yeah.
No, they didn't invite us.
Nobody invited us.
No.
We were pretty bummed out about it.
Yeah.
We almost started crying,
Mm-hmm.
and then we did start crying.
Yeah.
What a wild world.
Chris, Fool's Gold. Oh no, you've got my secrets. The secret is Fool's Gold. To perfect gold without gold. Good old pyrite. Am I right?
Yeah.
The only mineral I know.
Everyone loves pyrite.
Niggers, to your end, they just announced the Custodes Combat Patrol. Ooh, did they? What comes in it?
Yeah. Warhammer community can tell you all about that.
Hammer Community. Because I do like the Custodes a lot, and if I can get a whole bunch for a slightly acceptable price.
I get the Warhammer community emails because I signed up for some reason. I think it was part of this.
Is it hidden somewhere in one of these?
I don't know. I got an email about it.
The new Skaven, Interrogator, Leagues of Votan. Pre-order is now. Oh, maybe it's a pre-order. Maybe they already showed it off. Oh, yeah. They must have shown it off before. 18 miniatures. It looks like you get 3 bikes, 5 guardians. Ooh, 10 Sisters of Silence. Ooh, do you not get a hero?
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I think they did. I think they did show it off before. I think we might have talked about it in Models of Memories.
Probably. Do you know how much
yeah.
stuff they show off? How could we possibly?
Yeah, they show off so much stuff. No, but I'm just remembering that we talked about it. I think because I remember you saying 18 models is insane.
Mm-hmm. It doesn't come with a hero.
You were comparing that. There was another one that came out.
I think Grey Knights only has 12.
Yeah, you were comparing them all.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing.
I think this is a good box. You get 10 Sisters of Silence, which is fun. And I also want Sisters of Silence because I'd love to run an all Sisters of Silence kill team. And this is the right amount? Yeah, this might be going on the wish list. I think they could have snuck in the hero guy. I'm sure you can take like one of the shields guys or one of the bikers as your character, but then they could have snuck in one more. It would have been fine. I guess they can't make it too good.
Fumark Endless Spells model review. Not a bad idea. I'd literally write that down.
Mm-hmm. George Gajardo, can canonical custodies be any other color than gold? Yes, there is a group of custodies that are silver.
What about ones that are pink?
I'm sure there's some that have pink like cloth and hair. The end. I'm here. Everyone can relax.
Okay, good. I was not relaxed. I once was lost, but now I am found.
Veritech Eons of Star Wars has a ring to it. It does.
And we get sued by Disney.
Mm-hmm.
George Gajardo, I can't stand the gross-looking Custodes bikes. Only the Tau bikes look worse.
There's Tau bikes?
I can't imagine.
I don't think there's Tau bikes. I know Wargames Exclusive makes some Tau bikes.
Yeah, I could see not liking the Custodes bikes.
I like the Custodes bikes.
Yeah.
It's like they're driving
Exactly.
a couch.
Yeah. They're pretty wild.
They're real big.
Yep.
I also think all the Custodes models from Games Workshop are painted terribly.
Yeah, they don't look good on the website.
It's just gold with a wash.
Yeah, they look really bad. And they're painted so bad that the models look bad.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I think I remember you telling, because I remember I said I think these look horrible, and you said it's just how they're painted.
Mm-hmm.
Not flattering. George Gajardo, the Tau bikes are the Piranha, I think, 2-seater front/back configuration.
I like those models. I don't know if I consider it a bike though. I mean, it's like the size of a car, and they sit on it like they're in a car, like they're in like a little Volkswagen Beetle. Just on a jaunty little ride.
Right, which is just adorable.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe I'm thinking of the Tetras? Yeah, I'm thinking of the Tetras. The Piranha is not a bike. The Piranha looks like a roller coaster.
Oh, are the wheel things?
The wheel things.
Is that what that is?
I don't know.
Is that a Forge World thing?
The Forge World one is the Tetras. That's what I mistakenly thought they were talking about.
Oh.
I like the Tetras. The Piranha is a normal 40k kit. It's kind of like a medium tank.
Medium tank was my nickname in high school.
I thought World of Tanks was your. And this stream is brought to you by World of Tanks.
Oh, I wish.
Ooh, Ninjan's latest video was sponsored by Ridge Wallet.
Really?
Yep.
That's hilarious.
His Warhammer World video. On the Mott, considering every other creator painted a different legion, which one would you have gone for? Horus, Sons of Horus, the Lunar Wolves. But unfortunately, you'll never get to see it because they didn't invite us. I would have painted. Right. Mine would have been the best too. Really missed out.
Yeah, so everybody email Games Workshop and tell them that.
I mean, they didn't bring anybody who could paint. You know, Miniac, Ninjan, Vincey V.
Ooh. Beef. Clip that. Send it to them.
Do it. You know, Jay was talking about you in his live stream. Who's Jay?
Exactly. Oh, that asshole? That's fine. Who's Jay? Mark the Frog, what's with all my fave indie painters being from the Midwest or Brits? You know? It's the two types of people that are the most bored.
Mm-hmm. Doesn't make any sense that that Brits are into it.
Well, it started there.
Yeah.
They like war games.
So did America.
That this is true. DDD 40101. When's the collab? Also tomorrow. Lots of stuff coming tomorrow.
Unbelievable amounts of content is coming out tomorrow.
It's honestly insane how much stuff's coming out tomorrow. I know, and you might be saying to yourself, Nick, nothing comes out on Sundays besides maybe animations a couple weeks ago. Well, we're doing a bunch more stuff now.
Mm-hmm. DDD 4101. When will you be making an EC army? Extra credit. I don't need extra credit. My grades are high enough, so I won't be making an extra credit army. No, presumably Emperor's Children. I don't know that much about the Emperor's Children, so I probably won't be making an Emperor's Children army. Chuck Gritterot got the Raptors box, but I don't know which to build for my World Bearers, Raptors or Warp Talons. Oh, they're both really cool. I think I'd go with the Talons just because I think they look cooler. I have no idea which one is better or more appropriate to build. But Raptors are like normal dudes, and Warp Talons are like elite guys. Do I have a pink?
Oil paint?
Yeah.
Do you have a white and a red?
I mean, I do. Ah! I just touched wet oils again. Ooh, I have a magenta. That's what I'll do. A little magenta and white. Mm-hmm. See, this is why, like, I should always in my videos show my hands before the project and after the project. They're always covered in paint, which is fine when it's acrylics.
Yeah. Ryan0556. First time catching a live stream. I have gotten hours of great content from the channel. Are there tiers to your Patreon? I am from Illinois. I think Jay mentioned working in Illinois for a theater.
I did have a gig in Sullivan, Illinois, which is where I got most of my good stories from.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Yeah, and
doing theater with the Amish.
Yeah. Oh yeah, getting some VHS. Yeah, you were getting VHS tapes. It'd be awkward if they were.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we have 3 tiers to our Patreon. I would say the bang for your buck tier is the middle tier, because you get our Patreon exclusive shows like the one that we came out with today, which is the Patreon members submitted some models and then we critique them and talk about them. And mostly say how their bases suck. That was the theme today.
Mm-hmm.
On today's episode. But yeah, it's a lot of fun. We also do the Conflict Gavel Plus, where we watch Warhammer Plus shows and talk about them. And let's just say you get to watch along with us on the shows.
Yeah,
That's
even if you
pretty
don't
good.
have a Warhammer Plus account.
Yeah, whatever that means to you,
Mm-hmm.
that's what it means. And then little commentary over the top. Yeah. And then also, we're doing their Minis of the Month Club, and so some of the minis are going to come out at that tier. And so for this month, we have our Squid Mages and stuff. Also discounts on physical prints. It's a pretty good tier. Mid-tier. If you want terrain, that top tier. Pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
Nick Reese, I would love a EOB How shirt.
Ow!
It literally
I possibly
just
have
says
more to say. Mm-hmm.
How. George Gajardo. Nick basically just said we're suckers for joining the top tier. I'm scandalized. No, you're obviously the best. But I would say that's you get a lot of stuff for that tier. I mean, you get a lot more because you get all the terrain. The terrain for this next month. Holy cats!
Yeah.
It's all ready to go. It's
Mm-hmm.
pretty sick. I think we're gonna have really cool terrain for the next couple months. Mark the Frog, when's EOB playing speed chess?
Tomorrow.
You've played chess.
Yeah.
Do you remember all the rules?
Yeah.
You could go right now.
Yeah, I can play chess.
No, I didn't think I could. I don't remember all the rules. I know horsey goes L. That's as much as I know.
Which color goes first?
White.
Yep.
Which is problematic. I'm just gonna put that out there. Calza wrote, the How shirt should have Jay's face from the 80s Games Workshop mini video. I don't remember. I don't remember what that is.
I don't know if I remember either. A lot of videos.
You have to elaborate. I know I watched the 24-hour in a night, or the 24-hour night challenge today. Again, I'm like, oh my god, I forgot we did all this stuff. I forgot all the jokes
Mm-hmm.
in it. I forgot how good it was. I just felt like I needed to rewatch it. The end, he means the big mouth Nurgle guy we literally talked about last minute. Oh, I get it.
That's a
Let's do
a
that.
fun model.
Christopher Bryant, first time catching a live cast in a while, so I heard you throw some shade. How cool would it be to see you and Matt and Ninjon and Uncle Adam and Vincey V sit down to a live paint-off?
I'd lose. It'd be fun though. I mean, you can see all of those people in one of our videos. Or not Vincey. I don't think we got Vincey.
No, we didn't get Vincey. He ran away from us. I don't. We just didn't see him. I think we only. I only really saw him on the first. Yeah, on like the first day, and he was at the. We saw him at the. Just in passing at the Golden Demon stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. Icarus, all the YouTubers should box each other.
I might win that one.
Do you think we could take Scott and Ninjon?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Like a little 2-on-2 action?
Easy.
You heard it here, folks. Make it happen.
Mm-hmm.
Animat. Brent from Goobertown would probably win. Dude is rocking some guns.
You know, I'm not gonna speak ill of the Brent, but
Jay would win.
not too worried.
Jay would win. Jeez, we're really. I think we might be in trouble after all this.
Mm-hmm.
We're really going ham.
I don't know why I have this idea, and nobody would want this but me. But I would love, this would be my personal dream. Like, it would be great to maybe do this at like an Adepticon or something. I would love to get footage of all of the painters and then edit it together into a anime opening. Get everybody's wistful eyes looking over your shoulder, just random running. Just all the classic tropes of an anime intro.
That would be pretty good.
that would just make my day. Is that tail too white? I think it's too white. Nick Harris. Luton and Baltimore's brawling would be deep into the 5th round. Yeah! Jason and Major Kill and Mini Wargaming Day would be my top picks. Oh my gosh, yeah, I couldn't take those guys. Those dudes are jacked.
Mm-hmm. Are you saying that you can only take nerds? Damn. Again.
Mm-hmm.
I think we might get beaten up. We're not that far away.
Yeah.
I can see that intro with Nick doing a Naruto run.
Yeah!
Better believe it.
You have to find a free-to-use Japanese song. Mark the Frog, like the Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood opening. Yeah, or just any anime opening. They're starting to become more interesting. Really, it's like shonen anime openings. Namat, consult one of those every anime opening ever's videos. Yeah, exactly. A sunrise, birds flying past the characters.
Exactly.
Slammer Dammer painted up half of my Royal Wardens today. Ooh. Good old Necrons. Half! How many Royal Wardens do you have? I have 3.
I hope it's 2.
Letters I can't read. Any plans for a Poor Hammer pre-3D printing scratch building and proxy video? No plans, but it's a good idea. Without 3D printing or scratch building and proxying, I mean, I guess then you're just talking about quarters and dimes.
I mean, I guess you could do. Wait. Poor Hammer. Could you do cardboard?
Yeah, you could do cardboard, which is probably what it would be.
Mm-hmm. Quarters and dimes. Until you do some real wargaming.
Mm-hmm.
But then you can't complain about the female faces. That's the problem with that. They're ugly. I was just pretending to be somebody on our YouTube videos, commenting on our YouTube videos.
In your Crimson video idea, Jay furiously painting minis, but the pile of shame doesn't get smaller. It has to be this way. It plays in the background.
That's just real life.
I do have a pile of shame video in the works, but it's different. It's not just here's all the stuff.
I'm bad. I have so much stuff.
Mark the Frog, I need to write down that 40k chessboard project for myself. A 40k chessboard would be cool. I feel like it would have to be Space Marines versus Orcs, or maybe Space Marines versus Tyranids. Nick Harris, how about the classic picture of the soldiers playing 40k with different sized bullet casings? Yeah, that's a classic. Oh, sorry, someone throwing sprues onto a pile like coal into a train furnace. It's about right. To introduce a little more magic blue to this tail. So I'm just going to paint magic blue on it.
The end. And not speaking of anything yet because it's Saturday. I get it. I get it because my favorite song is Friday. A lot of people don't know that about me.
It's Friday, Friday, gotta get down on Friday. It's a great song.
Yeah.
Universally acclaimed.
Yeah.
For good reason.
It's really good.
There we go. Now that's a tail. Troy.
Brian Red song. Funny because Nick kind of looks like the artist who sings it. Yes, I am white. Jason M. Oh my god, I thought of that song earlier today. I don't know why. Never even heard the whole song.
You're missing out.
I mean, you basically have if you heard Jay sing it just now.
Let's bring it back.
I would say it is high art. It's pretty good.
Would love to see a video of you building one of the Petroch 67 cardstock models. Papercraft came a really long way since the 2003, and it would be, and with proper sealing and painting, you can pass as a legit model. Yeah, Papakura. There's some really cool stuff with that. I remember back in the Dizzy, I was going to make a Mandalorian armor, or actually, I guess it would have been like a not the Mandalorian, but classic Mandalorians, like from classic Star Wars. But it was really hard, so I didn't. The helmet was like 500 pieces.
Yeah.
I think I do have some Pepakura Space Marine files on my computer.
Amazing. Flipping it at 88,000 Suns versus Space Wolves.
Mm-hmm. I like Space Wolves better.
1,000 Suns?
Oh, I guess I was thinking of 30k, because I have 30k in the brain. And 40k, yeah, 1,000 Suns are cool. Little space Egyptians. I mean, my favorite space Egyptians are the Necrons.
It's fun that there's kind of two.
Mm-hmm.
There's kind of two space Egyptians.
Mm-hmm. Can't have too many space Egyptians.
True.
There used to be 3 Egyptian armies when there was the actual Egyptian army in Warhammer Fantasy Battles. Tomb Kings. You know, there's a lot of people really wistfully talking about they really, really miss Bretonnians, and I feel like there's another faction that's brought up all the time. I feel like it's never Tomb Kings.
There's the Tomb Kings have the Sphinx?
The Tomb Kings had the Necro Sphinx, one of the coolest models Games Workshop ever made.
That's the only model. That's the only thing I hear.
That was also the only model that looked good.
Yeah.
Everything else looked like skeletons. Looked like Jason and the Argonaut skeletons.
Yeah, because that's the only thing that I hear about. But yeah.
Nemat, damn, did not even consider a Nephilim gang painted up like the gargoyles. Yeah, I'm painting them. I'm painting them just like the art because I love the art for Malifaux. Troy would it would be like the orc with that dreadnought armor and the 4 blaster gun. He also wants the first. Oh, that's that's Gazgul. Warhammer Fantasy kind of sucked. I agree. Mark the Rock. How long do oils take to dry? If you're good and you lay it on thin, a day. For me, probably like a two days, maybe more. The end. Horus is an Egyptian name. Ooh. Never really got Egyptian vibes from him. Lupercal? Is Lupercal Egyptian?
Oh, Horus.
Radium minis. I love those old cheesy Warhammer Fantasy Battles. Skellies, the right kind of cheese.
Parmesan.
Mm-hmm. Need a smaller brush. Nemat. Yeah, I painted up my Rasputina gang like the art, except for the snowstorm because on the model it just did not look so good. Good old Rasputina. I have the ice dancers, which you can take in a Rasputina gang, but I have them for my performers.
Brian Rotzog. Horus is your mom's name. Emphasis on the horror.
How do they know?
You've been doxxed.
Mm-hmm.
Mark the Frog. Mark the Frog. Are fingerprints a problem with oils?
Yep. Yeah, you can't touch it. You absolutely cannot touch it while it's still wet. And really, when it's dry, you gotta varnish. When I was reading Horus Heresy, I just got pink all over my finger. When I was reading Horus Heresy, the biggest thing I was shocked by was that Horus is actually a really good, interesting, well-written character. And I'm like, dang, this is gonna be good. And it was pretty good. I still have to read the 4th book, and then I'll probably read a smattering of the other 50. But after the 4th book, it stops being like linear and it starts jumping around in time and place.
Mm. Letters I can't pronounce. What thinners do you use for oils? I worked with unrefined white spirit, and my minis wouldn't stop talking to me. I get it. I worked with unrefined white spirit, and my minis wouldn't stop talking to me.
I just use odorless mineral spirits.
Good old spirits.
Mm-hmm.
I had like a little bottle full of mineral spirits just to not use the big giant bottle, and I drew a little ghosty on it. Because spirits.
Mm-hmm.
Do you get it?
I get it.
Okay. I didn't think you got it because you didn't say anything. Because you weren't like laughing hysterically.
Mm-hmm.
Please clap.
Clap, 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 clap.
George Giardo, I read Brutal Content on your recommendation. I really enjoyed the orc bits. Honestly, wanted more of that.
I liked the Adeptus Mechanicus stuff too, but yeah, the orc stuff is more fun. It's really fun that like the orcs don't really view war as like war. It's like, what are we gonna do here? Half our guys just got wiped out, so now we need to think. And like, there's no emotion, there's no like fear or anger. It's just like, we're just doing what we do, doing our best.
I've heard that the Gatsby book is really good and fun. So maybe you like that one. Maybe that one's another good one.
Old Gazzy. Old Gazzy's gassy. How do you paint Sword Brethren? Sword Brethren. With a red shoulder instead of a white one. Because that's typically how they are in the Black Templar. Other than that, they're kind of the same. Usually most Black Templar have the same armor and armor types. But yeah, red shoulders instead of white. And then probably a Black Templar or a red... No, either a red Templar symbol or a Black Templar symbol. Maybe a white one. Just to try to make them different.
Mondi, do you use the water slides for Sword Brethren crosses?
Sword Brethren crosses. I try to use the water slides whenever I can. They don't make white ones though. They might do on the new transfer. I haven't really looked at the new transfer sheet. I just use the old classic Space Marine transfers because I have a million of them. Pretty minis. I always enjoy jokes more after they're explained. Me too.
Well, here at EOB, we can make that happen.
Mark the Frog. The nose exhale is a great form of emotional response. Nick Aris. This is a Godzilla stream now. Jay, they showed a shot from the new Shin Ultramarine. Shin Godzilla? I love Shin Godzilla. It's the newest Japanese Godzilla movie, and it was amazing. In my opinion, it was a little better than the American ones. Shin Ultraman movie, and Shin Godzilla makes a cameo. Really? Shin Godzilla makes a cameo in an Ultraman movie? That's hard to believe, but I love it. Mark the Frog. AdMech are the epitome of construct more pylons. I can believe it.
Yeah, annoying.
Chum Diggity, currently building Magnus the Red. Wish me luck. Ooh, are you going bare nip chest or armor?
Better be going bare nip.
Mark the Frog. Death Watch and Grey Knights are my favorite fancy Space Marines. Yeah, I do have a soft spot for the fancy Space Marines. I like Custodes, I like Grey Knights, I like Death Watch. I had a Death Watch army for a while, but I sold it because don't have room in my heart for more regular Space Marines.
George Gazzardo, would you consider painting a Godzilla mini on stream?
If there was a game attached to it. I know there is a Godzilla board game. I forget what it's called. And it has some fun models. I think it's got like Mothra, Rodan, Anguirus, and Godzilla. Not out of the realm of possibility, but I wouldn't pin your hopes and dreams on it.
Damn it! I was pinning my hopes and dreams on it. What about my hopes and dreams?
Well, next time have better hopes and dreams.
Mondi, I really have a problem with people calling Custodes a type of Space Marine.
Yeah, technically they're not a type of Space Marine. They're their own individual thing. They're just the people wearing power armor. They're nothing like Space Marines. And then, some people say that armor looks like Space Marine armor. It doesn't, though, because it's clearly gold and not a different color.
Boom, roasted.
I like the Custodes a lot, but yeah, they're Space Marines.
Yeah, Eope bites back.
Shin Godzilla makes a cameo in the new Ultraman movie as a callback to when they used a Godzilla suit to make a monster for the Ultraman to fight against. Was that Varan? They used it. Was it Baragon? I think made appearances in Ultraman. It's so hard. Yeah, there used to be a lot of sharing of monster suits back in the day. And a bunch of stuff from outside of Godzilla made its way into Godzilla. Mothra was originally its own thing. Rodan was originally its own thing. Mogira made an appearance in a Godzilla film. The Gotengo spaceship was kind of taken by Godzilla and turned into like their new Super X series of Japanese aircraft. I think Manda also had its own movie before coming to Godzilla. And then Varan, believe Varan was from Ultraman. And then the suit was never worn in a Godzilla movie, but they actually hung it in several Godzilla movies to have Varan fly by. There's a wonderful YouTube video of one of the suit actors. The woman who played the Pink Power Ranger, she wore the suit for Baragon, and if you watch the behind the scenes, she's running around as Baragon, and then Baragon's mouth opens and you just hear like a woman's voice go, "Rawr, rawr," and it is the greatest thing of all time. You gonna put Grey Knight heads on your Centurions, Jay? No, I already put on the Centurion heads, and I like them, but it's not a bad idea. Grey Knight Terminator helmets on Centurions would look real good. Troy, we hear Games Workshop is doing kit edition for your Marine at moment, shoulder and weapons salamander, but not weapons for Dreadnought yet. That's yet.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Frog. Or is that just a Dread Knight knockoff? I wish there was a Dread Knight knockoff. I want to like the Dread Knight because it's kind of a cool idea. It's a giant suit that they use to fight greater demons. The model just, woof. It's real bad.
Yeah, it's pretty awkward looking.
It's been a while since we had a good Star Wars fight on stream, so Empire is the worst of the films. Bring it! I like Empire a lot. It's probably my second favorite after classic Star Wars A New Hope. Ultramarine or Jet Jaguar? Jet Jaguar is from Godzilla. He was actually created as part of a fan project. They asked Godzilla fans to create a kaiju to fight Godzilla, and they came up with Jet Jaguar. Arguably the worst Godzilla character of all time, which is why you should never listen to the fans.
But if Games Workshop just listened to the fans, everything would be perfect.
Yes, of course.
I think Jay hates the fans.
Monty, is Malifaux a RIP game? RP game?
I don't know what that means.
Role playing? No, it's not a role playing game. It's a tabletop skirmish battle game.
I'll stick by what I said.
Q's Mod Shop, Toku and Kaiju Talk, sign me up. Omniat in real life, or LIRC, Lurk. War of the Gargantuans started up as a loose sequel to Godzilla vs. King Kong. And Godzilla vs. King Kong was the third Godzilla film. And I believe the first one in color. Pyrovisional. Just got myself some old models. Those Sterngard veterans you painted and the first Emperor's Champion model. Ooh, sweet. How should I paint them? However you want. I have all 3 of the Games Workshop Emperor's Champions. Actually, no, I don't have the new one yet. But one day I do want to buy the new Emperor's Champion and then paint all 3 of them at once.
Daniel Smith, I get to play my painted Malifaux minis in a 3-person battle tomorrow.
Sweet! I love Malifaux.
One day we'll play more of it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Troy, Flamers on Twisted Metal. Plasma on Neon Flux. There's a movie called Neon Flux. It's surprisingly good. But I've never heard another human talk about it because it's just kind of a forgettable movie. Or maybe I'm thinking of Eon Flux, not Neon Flux.
Eons of Battle Flux?
Eons of Battle Flux.
Nailed it.
Mm-hmm. Chump diggity, what I don't understand about the Dread Knights and stuff like Invictor warsuits is that why are Space Marines piloting them? Isn't that a waste when a regular dude can just pilot it? That is true. I think the point of the reason that it sort of worked for the Grey Knights is because like they're fighting demons and then all of a sudden a greater demon shows up. A regular Space Marine can hop in there and then do some battling. And also, the Grey Knights specifically fight in fights that humans can't be a part of because they'll just be completely destroyed by being in the presence of such horrible demons. The Invictor Tactical Warsuit I don't think makes any sense because the whole idea of a dreadnought is they're horrible and they're terrible, but Space Marines have been brainwashed into thinking that it's a great, wonderful honor to be in one. But if they made a suit that all of a sudden you don't need to be dead to pilot it. It turns out that you can just pull on some levers and pilot a giant mech suit. You don't need to be plugged into it. So I'm not a big fan of the Invictor Tactical Warsuit. I think it looks cool, but I don't like it. Games Workshop has always done a pretty good job with their mechs, where they're very cumbersome and difficult to pilot because it actually is really hard to operate 2 arms and 2 legs. But apparently now you just need a joystick.
Hell yeah. I could do it.
Mm-hmm. Just hop on in. Garrus, all of our phones keep autocorrecting Ultraman to Ultramarine because of 40K. Also because of the color, but yeah. The end. I'd paint your mom on stream.
Ooh. Damn.
Mark the Frog. King Kong is also Ultraman, I think. Translation hiccup. Well, King Kong is American. America! Fuck yeah! But then we loaned him out. We loaned him out for Godzilla vs. King Kong. It was originally going to be Godzilla versus Frankenstein. And that's actually, in that movie, that's why King Kong has electricity powers, randomly.
That's hilarious.
Which is kind of hilarious because they rewrote the entire movie to be King Kong. Like, they go get him from Skull Island. But then they just let him have electricity powers. King Kong vs. Godzilla is actually one of the better Godzilla movies. Which is surprising because it's very old. And a lot of the old Godzilla movies are... You kind of got to be a fan. But King Kong vs. Godzilla is not bad. Calling someone champ is considered an insult in Australia.
George Gujardo, I'd pay to watch Godzilla versus Donkey Kong. Let's make it happen, folks.
Wombi, I'm thinking of making my own Space Marine chapter. Any ideas? Make them Space Marines.
Nailed it. That's pretty unique.
Mm-hmm. Maybe come up with a planet that they can hail from. And then that planet can give you some ideas of what they're like and what are their traditions.
Musical theater.
Mm-hmm. Just love Rent.
Exactly. I just love Rent.
Jason M., I think Alien and Aliens are the best 40K movies. It's just Space Hulk. Predator is also good. I disagree. I don't think they're very 40K. I would say there's a great movie with Sam Neill called Hellship. Oh God, we watched it. Event Horizon, where a scientist creates a ship that can travel faster than light by traveling through hell. And he ends up going mad. That's a pretty good Warhammer movie. There's another good movie I would say that's kind of Warhammer-y called Priests. And it doesn't have a lot. It doesn't follow the same point or like beats as 40K, but I think it's got that feeling to it, like science fiction religion and big bad monsters. I liked that movie. It a little bit falls apart in the end, but I think it's pretty good. Decent action flick.
There you go.
Derek Shadow, never thought of Event Horizon that way, but now I can't unsee it. Oh no, the Invictor's been growing on me, but yeah, it's dumb. Yeah, I like how it looks, but yeah, if you can just hop into a Dreadnought, then why plug dying Space Marines into a Dreadnought? Because before, if it was like, oh yeah, you basically need to plug someone's spinal column and kill them to pilot a Dreadnought. But if you don't have to do it that way, I mean, clearly that's a bad way of doing it.
Right.
Why not just have all Space Marines in tactical Dreadnought or in Invictor warsuits? Just have 100 Invictor warsuits running across the field.
Right.
I get it. They're probably expensive. You can't do that. They don't have the budget.
Right.
What are they? The American military? Daniel Bear. It is a great honor to be interned in a Dreadnought. Do not listen to this foolish man and his lies, brothers. Chump diggity. Invicta warsuits should be a guard unit or something. Kind of feels redundant with Dreadnoughts already part of the faction. Yeah, I think it would work great as a guard unit.
We'll let G-Dubs know.
Mm-hmm. Nicaris Destroya gang. Godzilla vs. Destroya is one of the best It's very good. Destroya is another one where like a person could just watch it and be entertained and not have to have seen all the Godzilla movies. You might be a little confused when there's a psychic crying about the death of baby Godzilla, but it's fine. Pyrovisional. Honestly, the Godzilla movies with Millie Bobby Brown kind of suck, mostly eye candy. Yeah, the American ones, I just have trouble getting into them. It just kind of feels like a studio bought Godzilla and then made the Avengers.
But that's what they did.
Mm-hmm. And speaking of the Avengers, I'm gonna go take a piss.
Ooh. You know what? We haven't had this in a while. Now that Jay's gone, everybody is allowed to vent about why Jay is poopy and why everybody here hates Jay. I'll go first. He's gross. Oh no, Jay bashing! Yeah. It's our favorite part of the stream, Jay bashing. George Gazzardo, trash talk time. Constellation the Wrong Wing. Jay is Jay, that's an insult. Jump diggity, but I like Jay. Too bad, you hate him now. He's gone. Astro, he smells like poo. You better gosh darn believe it. I know that for a fact. I mean, why do you think he's leaving? Jason M, I hate Jay to make me feel better about myself. JK. JK? Interesting. Mark the Frog. Jay should cut his nails. Wow. What an insult. Christopher Brutger. I heard he hates puppies and kittens. That is guaranteed. I know that. You know what? I saw him kicking puppies and kittens. Pretty inappropriate. Astro, destroy all Jay. Destroy him. JPC. Jay keeps his hair and doesn't give it to kids with cancer.
I give it to the birds. Every time I cut my hair, I just throw the hair outside.
Amazing.
Ooh,
This was our segment of Jay bashing while you were talking. My favorite segment.
The last Godzilla movie I saw, the American Godzilla King of the Monsters, which I think was just Godzilla versus all the other monsters, except for he doesn't really fight them. Actually, he doesn't fight any of them except for King Ghidorah and Rodan for a minute. But it has the worst plot of any Godzilla movie. Humans have made a machine that can talk to any of the kaiju, and then a terrorist organization decides that they want to wipe out humanity because humanity is causing global warming. And one of the scientists falls in with this organization to make the world a better place for her daughter. And then she hacks in to like the scientist lab, and she's explaining all this on a TV screen. And I just wanted her to say, as she's explaining that she's going to destroy the whole world, I wanted her to be like, you know, as I say it out loud, I don't love it. Because she immediately, as soon as the world is being destroyed, immediately is like, oh, this was a bad move. Like, you don't need a reason for all the monsters to fight.
Right.
You're the missing model on the hospital incident X-ray required after he accidentally left it on the chair. Well, I don't think those models are these models are magnetic, so I think it'd be okay. Oh no. Global Armageddon. Bad idea. Also, it was weird because she has, before you know that she's with the terrorists kill all of her friends and colleagues. And it's like, was that part of her plan? To murder all her friends? It's dumb. Mark the Frog. The OG American Godzilla is a fun Godzilla movie, and I will not apologize. You know, I kind of agree. The 1999 American Godzilla movie is not awful. It's a bad Godzilla movie, but just as a monster movie, it's fine. Matthew Broderick is really bad in it. But there's nothing really wrong with it. The ending is just Jurassic Park, which is fun.
That is fun.
I'm gonna do that 88. I suspend all logic when it comes to the Godzilla franchise. Yeah, it's easier to do though when it feels, I don't know, Japanesey. Oh no, Deep Underground from that movie was a banger. Deep Underground. Deep Underground. Is that a song? Is that the ending song? Where they tried to do the Matrix ending, but it doesn't sound, it's wrong. It's like a weird rap song. I heard Kong Skull Island was actually pretty good. I need to watch it. And it's just perfect. Just some scientists come to a mysterious island. And I don't think it's not like a King Kong movie, like he has to go to the Empire State Building and climb up it and get shot. Does anybody remember the King Kong movie from like the mid 2000s with Jack Black? It was like 4 hours long. Although my boy Adrian Brody is in it, so I can't complain that much. I like Adrian Brody. I'll watch anything with him and his big nose.
Astro, I have to go. Bye, guys. Have fun painting and J bashing.
Yeah.
Mark the Frog. Pacific Rim needs more toys.
Yeah, I can see that. I like Pacific Rim a lot. It's a good movie. Good old Idris Elba. I wish he was the protagonist. I don't remember who Guy was in that movie. I think his name was just Guy. White American movie star. It almost felt like one of those things where there was like a studio mandate, because Idris Elba and the like the other characters, all of the other characters were more interesting and kind of more fleshed out, and then there was just Guy, just protagonist. I'm sure it wasn't a studio mandate though, because it was the director was Guillermo del Toro, and he's pretty popular, so he probably got to do what he wanted. And Charlie Day was in the movie. Who doesn't love Charlie Day?
All right, everybody in the chat, say you don't like it just to prove Jay wrong, because that is the way. The way of the J.
That's what Mandalorian says. This is the way. I don't know if you can find a bigger Mandalorian fan than Nick.
I have seen 3 episodes of it, and it's fine. Seems fun. I watched it with Amanda, because Amanda visited me when I was living in California. And so I watched, because it wasn't all out yet, so I watched as much as that we could, and we got high, and we never finished it.
Oh no, I like the 1920s aesthetic of Adrian Brody's King Kong. Yeah, that was kind of fun. I love at the end of the movie when King Kong is in America and he's just picking up flappers and then chucking them when he doesn't recognize them as the girl. Nick Harris. 2004 King Kong has the best fight scene with the 2 T-Rexes. Holy shit, Doom music played the whole time. It is a pretty good fight scene. Honestly, I think, yeah, that movie could have been a tight 2 hours, maybe hour and a half. Nick Harris. Sons of Anarchy was the star of Pacific Rim. Sons of Anarchy. Oh, Hellboy. What's his name? He's got a big old face.
Oh. Somebody will tell us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody will say it.
I don't even worry anymore about knowing anything. Somebody will tell us. Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman!
I knew that, and nobody said it yet. That's how smart I am.
Andy Crimson. What's hilarious is the main character of Pacific Rim was Charlie Hunnam, who is English. Ah. I feel like he's just one of the Chris's. Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth. Mark the Frog. Book of Boba Fett was fine. I liked Book of Boba Fett. I thought it was really fun. Oh no, Pacific Rim has one of the worst Aussie accents ever committed to film. Michael Doyle. The studio they built for Mando was amazing. Can't wait to see what they do with it next. Yeah, I can't wait for more Book of Boba Fett. And Mando and everything. Everything was good. I like Star Wars Visions too. Mark the Frog. No one ever talks about how bad kaiju should smell. You know, that's a good point. You'd think that they would reek just for miles and miles and miles. Robert S. Downs Jr. I'm pretty sure it was Ellen. I would love to see Ellen make a comeback in some movies. She's got the time now.
Probably her interns. The people she works with doesn't. But besides that, she's great.
Flip No Dude at 88. Except for the Vespa Gang. Oh, I love the Vespa Gang. I think they were fun. I love that he puts together a gang of misfits and outcasts. It's just classic adventure movie stuff.
Yeah, sounds lame.
Mm-hmm. Just a bunch of people who are have reached a point in their lives where they're like, you know what? Maybe we should take a little charge. And I think the book episode 2 of Book of Boba Fett, where he goes on an adventure with the Tusken Raiders, I think that is some of the best Star Wars to ever Star Wars. So good. It's got world building, it's got action, it's got story, it's got heart, it's got everything.
Was that the thing that Sean didn't like?
Oh yeah. Well, Sean doesn't like anything except Root.
I like Root.
Root's good.
Fun. I could go for a rootin' tootin' good time.
Mm-hmm.
George Gazardo, favorite breakfast cereal? Peanut butter Captain Crunch is tops for me. Jay loves Frosted Mini Wheats.
Oh, frosted mini wheats.
Don't even have to put it.
Start your day off by cutting up your mouth.
Yep.
Yeah, they you know what? They perfected the breakfast cereal because they made a cereal that does not absorb milk.
Mm-hmm. Well, you prepare your cereal the night before.
It's like when you set your coffee pot in the morning, you pour the cereal and then you put it in the fridge.
Exactly. Obviously.
Mark the Frog. Boba Fett goons needed more Fuller's Earth and Streaking Grime. Too shiny for Star Wars in my taste. Yeah, I did think they do look kind of out of place. Although I think it's kind of fun. Like there would be, not every single person is gonna wear brown robes. They're trendy.
You know what our favorite cereal is? Magic Spoon. This stream was sponsored by Magic Spoon cereal.
God, I would kill for a Magic Spoon sponsorship.
You know,
a couple people.
A couple people?
I would kill a couple people for Magic Spoon sponsorship.
Yeah. Be pretty great.
Mm-hmm. Mark the Frog. Pre-armor Boba Fett was really excellent. And he's just a burnt up guy.
War Game Ramble. I tried Magic Spoon. It sticks to your teeth too much. Do not like. Maybe you got rough teeth. I didn't try it because it's expensive as hell.
Uh-huh.
Maybe we shouldn't be shitting on it. We should be shitting it out, not shitting on it.
Mm-hmm. It's Tatooine, not Miami. To be fair, I feel like Tatooine is the Miami of planets. Just people running scams and doing drugs.
Sounds like fun.
Mm-hmm. I mean, Tatooine is Florida. And Luke Skywalker says it at the beginning of A New Hope. If there's a bright center of the universe, you're on the planet that's farthest from.
Yep.
Samuel Larkin. Magic Spoon cured my STDs. See? There you go. Glowing recommendation.
Pretty great.
Morgan Rambo. Magic Spoon would be less expensive for all of us if you guys had a sponsorship deal. Absolutely.
See? It'd be free for us. Probably. Yeah. Gotta do that. Gotta talk to our agent.
It'd be funny if they were like, we'll give you the money for the sponsorship, but you have to purchase the cereal.
Yeah. Be like, oh, so it's a giant scam. Cool.
Mark the Frog. Tatooine is the West Texas of Star Wars. Never been to West. I don't know though. You never hear about West Texas, man. But every day you hear about Florida, man.
Yeah.
Daniel Bear. Magic Spoon cereal made my dad come home from buying cigarettes.
Yay!
Samuel
very
Larkin.
nice of
Oh,
him.
wait. I paint miniatures. It's impossible for me to get STDs.
Indeed, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That is a fact. I don't think anyone has gotten laid because they painted miniatures. That's just something you have to deal with.
I don't know. If Vincey V wasn't married, I bet he'd be beating him off.
You know what? Maybe you're right. Daniel Bear, Duncan Rhodes, never mind.
Ah! Duncan!
Daniel Bear, too thin condoms.
Damn.
I love it.
Mm-hmm.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Remember the famous meme of Duncan's face? Sex can wait, then your paint.
Mm-hmm. Amazing.
Mark the Frog. Everything between El Paso and Lockhart, Texas is a backdrop for pod racing. Interesting. Although I know they filmed a lot of the stuff in Tunisia. But that might have just been for the sand. They used El Paso, Texas for the pretty parts of Tatooine, and then they just based the world off of Florida.
Yeah.
Jam Diggity was clipping Magnus's toe off with a sprue and it flew across the room. Good thing I found it, or Magnus would have been one toeless.
Many a model has been lost to getting flung across the room. Game of Field. Who wants STDs and childbirth? I can live my life painting Warhammer minis.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's the spirit.
Mm-hmm.
Mark the Frog. I almost got my wife, wife Lux, by the way, into model making. Sadly, kids don't allow me and her much free time.
Kill the kids.
I was thinking that. I just want to put that out there. But I didn't say it out loud. So, who's a better person? I am. I'm the better person.
Mm-hmm.
Mark the Frog. Nikki should spill glitter onto Nick's wet oils. Mmm. That's a good idea.
It would stay there. There'd be no getting it off.
George Gachardo, Mark the Frog, and his getting laid flex.
Yeah.
Monitors, sup you dudes?
What's up?
Dudes.
All right, one down, one to go.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Mark the Frog, I got married after having kids. Life hack.
Chump Diggity, what's the best way to prime a large model like Magnus, spray can, and what colors? I mean, airbrush if you've got it. Definitely not with a brush, probably, unless you absolutely have to. Probably a rattle can of black primer. Mark the Frog, I got married after having kids. Life hack. I bet, let's see, can I get this last guy done in an hour? We'll see. We'll see.
I'm going to say no.
No, there was a bunch of red on that. There we go.
I don't like bleeding in J. It's not fun for me, personally.
No, let's just try maybe a blue wash instead of a proper, like, coat of paint.
It needs a coat because it's chilly.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like it being warm.
Yeah.
It kind of sucks.
It was nice today, though, because it was raining.
Yes, yes, it was nice today. I had to go to the post office today. Yes, by the way, we sell product on our website. And there's a lot of people there. Usually when it rains, nobody does anything, but everyone's at the post office, and like all the old ladies were like hitting each other in the parking lots. It's crazy. It was wild.
You know, I think the last 2 times I was at the post office, it was raining. Just by happenstance.
That's a cool story. Yeah. All cool stories start with, so I was at the post office. Yeah. Love the post office. I remember, I don't know how many shirts, because we did the pre-order for the shirts, and I don't know how many. I think we sent out like, I don't know, 60 or 70, maybe 80 individual packages, and they had to give us a giant cart so I could put them in the cart from my car and then give it to them. Lucky Bat, I was at the post office once, and 6 months later, I got my passport. That's quick.
Yeah, that's not bad.
I think they should combine post offices and DMVs.
Yeah, that would be pretty good. It'd be nice because then there'd be
thing.
more DMVs.
They also have the same feeling.
Yeah.
They're a little nicer at the post office.
Yeah.
A little.
God, I'll never forget sitting at the DMV. I don't know what I would need. I think maybe like license plates or something. But I was sitting there for hours, and the woman behind me loudly talking to another woman who did not want to talk to her about her miscarriage.
I mean, that's just... Who else would you talk to about it?
Cause she asked this loud, obnoxious woman asked if she was pregnant, and she's like, no. She's like, oh, well, let me tell you this story.
That's hilarious.
Oh God, and she was there for like her daughter. I don't know if her daughter had like a DUI or something, couldn't drive herself home. It's like, are you done yet? It's like, I work till 5. Are you done yet? It was awesome. She was my favorite person in the world.
That's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. From the dude at 88. With that much despair in one location, the world will end.
Yeah. Honestly, probably.
I mean, it probably should have.
Yep. Bart the Frog. DMV, tax collectors, and Social Security office should just combine
Mm-hmm. They should combine their powers.
their powers of evil.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. No. I feel like... Where's my wallet?
Ridge wallet.
I know, if I had a Drew draw, it would be easier.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good. Next year. Oh, it's in January though. I'll have to get my license renewed. Although I think I can just do it online because I haven't changed. Oh, I guess I have to take the photo. Yeah, and the COVID stuff's done. Oh, and I have to do I have to get the real ID too.
I remember when they took my photo, they didn't tell me they were taking my photo, and the camera was built into the back of the computer, so they're like, sit here, and then they handed me an ID. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, uh-oh.
You're like mid-sneeze. Yeah. I look very different in my ID photo because I have really long hair in it. And so every time I would go to the like take a flight or something, they'd be like, "Oh, are you the same person?" And I'd have to be like, "Yes." I know I look different.
Mm-hmm.
I hate myself.
Mark the Frog. All the churches should just combine into a mega church. Monitor. Ever buy undies, and they come in resealable packaging?
Ooh.
I feel like yes, but I think
they
it's just.
do.
I think it's just because that's cheap packaging.
It does feel weird though.
Yeah.
I do get what you're saying.
Troy, I finally had to do some wet palette for a missile out of launch and edge after the 23 base colors in total to near 60 models, but nice work. We'll send some photos off year. Mark the Frog, I got my ID photo the day before a massive haircut.
That's awesome.
B95, Nick J, finally arrived. How is everyone? Bad.
Great.
I'm sleepy.
Bad and sleepy. There you go, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Little undies.
MeUndies, if you're listening, we are available for sponsorship.
Mm-hmm. Sheath?
Jeez. Maybe we can get both, get dueling sponsorships going.
I've seen podcasts do that. They have like one or the other, or they have both. It's pretty funny.
The dream.
I know, truly.
I know a podcast I listen to is Office Ladies, which is an office podcast, and they're so sincere with the ad reads.
Yeah, I bet the sponsors love it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh yeah, they do it exactly as written. But
Boring.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that used to have fun with the ad reads don't get to anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's bad. It is bad, but it is. Oh, it's not though. I wish they got it.
Yeah. I wonder. It'd be great to know the analytics, because, God, it's so hard to believe that anybody is clicking on these ads.
Yeah, for podcasts for sure.
Yeah.
For things that it doesn't matter. Yeah, I don't know.
You know, is anybody really being like, ooh, I heard about ThreadUp from Joe Rogan?
Yeah, I mean, it must work because they still do it.
Yeah.
And there is something to like being in the zeitgeist.
Yeah.
Like whenever
out there.
I think of wallets, I think of Ridge Wallet number one, even though I never will get one because they suck and they're horrible.
Yeah.
Please sponsor us, Ridge Wallet.
Please sponsor us, Ridge Wallet. We love you. But yeah, they look awful. They're metal. They look heavy.
Nickeries. Tim Dillon's commercials or ads, whatever they are, so disruptive. They can be absolutely hilarious when he switches gears to a commercial. He had a whole talk about mental health and then switched into
a better health. Yep.
Oh, I mean, jeez Louise. But he doesn't get to have fun anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes he does, but they told him to stop.
Sometimes he'll have a little fun.
Yeah, he will. I love it. Oh, Tim. Region 95. Jay, there's a Jif peanut butter recall.
Oh no!
What are you gonna do with all your peanut butter?
I don't think I have any Jif for now. I ate it all.
And now you're gonna be sick because you ate it all.
Oh no! King of Bear. JD, listen to the Mr. Sundays podcast. I watch them sometimes on YouTube. I think they're funny fellas.
Who's that?
They're two Australian fellas who talk about like pop culture shows and movies.
Mm.
Dana Bear, internet historian, does the best ad reads. They're their own little universe of characters such as Norman and Ray Man. Ray Man. Nordman VPN. Mark the Frog. Crunchy versus inferior peanut butter. I do like crunchy. Although sometimes you need creamy if you're gonna like cook with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a place for both for sure.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, for sandwich, yeah, gotta do crunch. Gotta go crunch. Gotta go hard into the crunch. Gotta go hard in the Captain Crunch.
BG95. We are sending back $61,000 worth of Jif peanut butter, both types on recall. There you go. Hot damn.
Boys, who do you think gets fired when recalls happen? I guess whoever's in charge of quality assurance.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, because it's expensive to get your stuff recalled.
Remember when the Games Workshop Squig plush toy got recalled?
That was pretty funny.
Oh god, I want one. I want one real bad.
Yeah, me too. I could have gotten $600 from Facebook because of apparently Facebook broke an Illinois state privacy law back in 2011 when I had a Facebook. And if I knew about it in 2020, I could have gotten $600 this year from them because there was a lawsuit. It's very sad.
Mm-hmm.
For some reason, they didn't advertise it.
Yeah.
That you could get money.
Weird.
I know. It's very upsetting.
Oh no, I like dark roasted peanut butter. Troy, LSD Orbeez. You know, I know you're not supposed to eat Orbeez, but if you could make a Orbeez food, like people like stuff like Dippin' Dots.
Mm-hmm.
What if there was like an Orbeez food?
Orby Dots. Yeah.
Oop, that was too much. Too much.
Right, the frog. Boba tea is Orbeez.
Boba tea is Orbeez. Never had a boba tea.
Yeah. I have not either. We talked about doing it and then we never did.
Mm-hmm.
It's literally right down the street.
Yep.
You could go right now, except it's closed.
Yeah.
You could go promptly at 9 tomorrow, but we're not going to.
The little balls are chocolate, right? They're tapioca.
Tapioca. I'm gonna be honest with you. Don't even know what a tapioca is.
It's an oca that's kind of tappy.
Guess that's fine.
Vision 85, Dippin' Grots. Oh, the orcs love Dippin' Grots.
Ah, that's great.
Just dipping them grots. If you ever let somebody kill you, or if you ever let somebody eat you, I'll kill you.
Yeah, I wonder why people think Hammer and Bolter's a bad show.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly because people don't like any fun.
George Gajardo, that reminds me of an old drink called Orbit. It was clear and had little orbs in it. Huh? Was it by the toothpaste stuff? Isn't there a toothpaste called Orbit?
I believe so. There's also Orbits, which is like a travel thing.
Nick Harris, make sure to make a sticky note for Flim Ma Flam shirts.
Jeez, I wonder what the art would be.
Mark the Frog, tapioca is a root vegetable. It's also known as the cassava. Huh. They should call it the cassava. That sounds very fun.
You don't think tapioca sounds fun?
Tapioca? No, because everybody knows tapioca. If somebody gave you some cassava pudding, wouldn't you be like, ooh, what's this?
I would be excited about tapioca. I don't know what it tastes like. I can't imagine it. I'm sure I've had it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Orbits is gum.
Oh, that too.
New Zealand. New Zealand is in the chat. Wow. Necrons are the worst. I'm struggling to assemble them. Oh, the Necrons.
They're little.
Troy?
Daniel Baird? Nothing. Tapioca tastes like nothing. Andy Crimson, tapioca has a vanilla-y taste to it. I don't know who to believe.
Mark the Frog, tapioca has no flavor, only texture.
I don't know who to believe. I'm going to believe Andy, though, because that's more fun.
Yeah. Troy, word maker shapes toy in a color ball. You would wet it and would stick together and dry, but if ingested, big issue.
What about my balls?
Matthew Edwards, I think prawn crackers are made from tapioca.
Sounds about right.
Mark the Frog, you add flavor to tapioca. Constellation Realmwing. In the UK, the government gave me £1,500 for iTunes gift cards, or you're under the rest? Or you under the rest?
I don't know. Couldn't tell ya.
Nick Harris, it mostly tastes like nothing.
I want all my food to have balls in it.
This is good, but I feel like it lacks balls.
Balls. Yeah. I feel like that's constantly a problem that I have.
There's a brand of mason jars called Balls.
Yeah. I have some balls.
Balls.
Some good jars. I can I'll tell you what, they make a good ball. I mean, ball makes a good jar.
Ball makes a good jar.
And you know what? I have a ball using their jars. Ball jar. We should get sponsored. Honestly, the biggest sponsor that we should get is Reynolds Wrap.
We should. They've appeared in basically every video.
We need to contact our agent.
We do. Our agent is Lucky Bat. Get on it.
Yeah. Lucky Bat's not doing a good job getting us ad sponsors, I'm going to be honest with you.
Ooh, Lucky Bat, fun animal fact.
I'm waiting.
Lucky Bat said before a stream that he was going to be busy and not to ask for fun animal facts.
Too late.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that means that we just don't get an animal fact.
Andy Crimson. It lacks balls. The energy drink?
Mm-hmm.
New Zealand. New Zealand is Netherlands. Zealand, but new. Matthew Edwards. Is there an opportunity for a ball tier for the patrons?
Ball tier.
Nick Harris. Make sure when you finally try boba tea that one of your machine gun shoots, the boba. Make sure when you finally try boba tea that one of you machine gun shoots the boba out of the straw for the #1 most A+ sound effect in the world. Huh.
Perfect. We'll do it.
Mark the Frog. Play-Doh Puffy Stuff would be a good sponsor. Lucky Bet. Toke geckos are also called the fuck you geckos because their call can sound like that. Fuck you. Good old Toke. So for Toke geckos, does their sound like Toke? Is that where the name comes from?
Are they all like Pokemon?
I guess if an animal makes a noise, although I guess cows aren't called moos.
Now they are.
Moo. Look at all them moos out there.
So many moos.
Mm-hmm.
So many moos, so little time.
Yeah.
Moose clues.
Moose clues. The Chinaman Canada 2. Rate my chapter. The Scholars of Olanius chapter that focuses on redeeming heretics and are very nice to citizens, but they will also silence any whistleblowers in earshot when they're yellow and white. What's a whistle? Like a whistleblower who blows the whistle on them being nice? Yellow and white. Good old yellow and white like the Lamenters. Full ball sack tier. Sign me up. Lucky Bet, yes. Okay. Constellations Realming. How about Geico geckos?
Yeah, they say Geico.
Lucky Bet, get a load of those cluckers. Dogs are woofs.
Cats are meows.
And elephants would just be...
Exactly. I don't know if anyone's ever said how intellectual our streams are.
Absolutely. You get some real PhD ideas here.
Mm-hmm. PhD, more like PHP.
Yeah! Then we're gonna go smoke a little PCP while watching TNT.
Oh. Boy.
New Zealand, what's harder, painting or building? I think painting, but building takes forever. I'm a very slow builder.
Yep.
Whenever I have to build something for a video, the building is always what takes a long ass time.
Yeah, you're so not a builder. Your name is not Bob.
Uh-huh. Monitor, back in the day, Honey Baked Ham had a sandwich called the Smothered Clucker. Lucky Bat. The Geico Gecko is a day gecko. They are very cute. Is there a night gecko?
What is the cutest gecko?
I like the gecko that looks like it looks like tree bark. It's cool.
Is it the cutest one?
I don't know. I think it's pretty good. It's got giant eyes.
That's cute.
Mark the Frog. On the East Coast, lampreys are invasive and are terrorizing the Great Lakes. Ooh, there's a pretty good movie called The Bay. It's a what are those horror movies where everything takes place from the camera's perspective? Like a first-person camera horror movie. And it's about monsters in the lake. Crash TV, I made six pallets and 60 tombstones for popsicle sticks. I have the same problem you have, always starting new projects before finishing other ones. Lol, haha, lol for the shame. Must paint Tau drones. Mark the Frog. In southern Florida, there's a small population of the American crocodile. Are they invasive? I would say the people in Florida are the invasive species.
It's fun making fun of them. Because they deserve it.
Oh, Florida.
Yeah, not enough banjo.
I like the banjo. I have a banjo. I got a banjo, and I thought, because I know how to play a wind instrument, so I thought I'd be able to figure it out. No. String instruments are different.
Yeah.
I'll learn, though, one day.
That's what everybody says about their Warhammer painting. I'll do it one day. But they will. They will do it. But, you know, one day.
New Zealand. All Warhammer model making videos, just ignore the building. Yeah, I mean, building is always going to be kind of the same. Unless you do some interesting kit bashing or converting. Usually it's like, I cut out all of the pertinent pieces. I clean them up with the hobby knife, and then I glued them together as per the instructions.
Right. It's usually not the exciting part.
Unless
it is.
Mark the Frog. There's a species of tick, the Lone Star tick, that in some cases bites can cause the victim to develop allergies to meat and other animal proteins.
Oh yeah, I've heard about this. Not great. If I could put out a controversial opinion, I think ticks are icky.
Jason M., don't mock the Canadian national anthem like that.
Whoops.
Mark the Frog. Jay is an expert at the blue-veined piccolo. I get it.
I get it too.
I play the flute. New Zealand. For model beginners, it should be specific. Yeah, I mean, most people have a video on how to build stuff. We have a video on how to build models. I think every single YouTuber has a video of how to build models.
Yep.
In our video, I build orc knobs.
Knobbing around.
Little knobbies.
Jason M., if you want to mock Canada in song, then sing the song from South Park movie. It's a banger.
Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. Oh, Canada. I know the words.
Yeah. Jeez, where'd you learn the words?
Canada. Canada told me.
Hmm.
I love in South Park the Canadians at I think 8 o'clock in the morning. They all face towards they face towards Ontario and sing Chuck Mangione feels good.
Mm-hmm.
Do 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 do. It's a good song.
It is a good song. Yeah, I have a Chuck Mangione flugelhorn book. That is a true statement. And then I used to take trumpet lessons, and the person I took trumpet lessons from met Chuck Mangione, and apparently he was a dick the whole time, and a pain to deal with. And very short. He's like really small.
I think Chuck Mangione he had something to do with King of the Hill. I don't know if he was like a featured character on King, or not a featured character, but I think he was a character on King of the Hill who would show up on occasion. And I remember the writers who worked on King of the Hill, they decided to have like an office Olympics, and Chuck Mangione came in to sing the opening ceremony or to play for the opening ceremonies of a bunch of people like in an office building doing dumb stunts.
It's pretty amazing.
Mm-hmm. Just Games. Hey, fellas, finally back from my trip seeing the university I'm going to. How's it going? Pretty good. Made some darn good progress on these Nephilim.
Nephilim. Nephilim.
Mark the Frog. I play the congas.
I played the Gronkas.
Mark the Frog. Parkour.
Gamma Field. Haha. You're going to college? What a shill. Yeah. We would never go to college.
No.
Nicarise, the Drukari play the skin flute.
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like an interesting instrument.
Yeah. I'd love to know more.
Just Games. Worst part is that I'm going to college to be a music teacher. Can't wait to never be able to afford Warhammer after my teen years. I mean, you said it, not me. So, yep. Yeah, really, if you want to be able to afford Warhammer, banking is a good idea.
Finances.
Business. But like shady business, like mob kind of business. That's a good idea. That'll work. Lucky bet, white crawler white collar crime. Exactly. Yeah. My suggestion is just think outside the box.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Right,
any
just
type of
games.
crime will do.
Right, just games. I'm just gonna sell school-owned instruments on the black market. See, there you go.
Yeah, see?
You're already doing it.
Yeah, you're gonna be fine.
Yep. Michael Bebout. There's always one-page rules. Still gotta get models of some
Yeah,
kind.
it's 3D printer.
That's not free. Everybody thinks it is. It's not.
Mm-hmm. Mark the Frog Oil Tycoon. That'd be, yeah, that would be a great one. We should do that.
Yeah. For sure. George Gujardo, the best college major is being born to rich parents. I couldn't jack the curriculum. Oh yeah. It certainly helps.
Jay, I popped a blood vessel in the back of my hand. Uh-oh. Sean, hijack Games Workshop shipments and break and enter Games Workshop stores.
See, we're really, you got problems. Come here, and we'll give you some solutions. Everybody's super helpful. Lots of great ideas, of course.
Mark the Frog, are there any minis in the backlog that you know you'll never build, but you also know you'll never get rid of for whatever reason? No, I think everything will get built or sold.
Some minis are just bought to be sold.
I don't really think I have anything in the backlog that I'm like, yeah, this'll go. Honestly, more painted minis. I'm like, I don't know if I need all of this.
Right. All right. What army are you gonna sell right now? You have to sell. You have to pick one of your armies that's gone.
Gene Stealer Cult, maybe. I don't know. I don't know though. Some of my Gene Stealer Cult are like my favorite models I've ever painted, and then tons of them are like, God, I don't even want these. If the cult was gone tomorrow, I wouldn't miss it that hard.
Yeah.
Sure, you guys are basically Dear Abby, but for nerds.
Yep.
I like to think that we're Downton Abbey for nerds.
Yeah, that's more like it. Jason M. No, not Gene Stealer Cult. Well, maybe he'll rebuy more Gene Stealer cults.
Mm-hmm.
That's always an option.
I have Chuck Mangione stuck in my head now.
Mm-hmm. If only we could play on the stream.
Technically, we can't hum it.
Yep.
It's fine though, obviously.
One day one day they'll get us. They'll have like a super good humming recognition algorithm.
Mm-hmm.
They'll get us.
Or one of you guys could turn us in.
Do it.
Mark the Frog. Grey Knight's gone, confirmed. No, I like the Grey Knights. I also think they'd be fairly easy to put together and paint. Because they're gray. And they're knights.
Mm-hmm. This is true.
Jay, what are the odds that I'll buy one of your painted models? I don't know. There's none for sale, technically. I have sold models before.
Yeah, it's a rare occurrence.
Mm-hmm.
Death Watch, exactly.
Mm-hmm. They gone.
Death Watch. Yeah, Death Watch, more like Buy Watch. Because they're gone.
Mm-hmm. One day I'll want to sell all my models. Although at that point, maybe I'll just like burn them.
Yeah, because they'll change to a different edition, and you won't like the game anymore, and you'll be salty about it.
Mm-hmm.
And they'll ruin the lore, and they'll remove all of your armies from the game.
Yeah.
That'll show them.
Jump diggity. Chaos Gate Demon Hunters made me like Grey Knights more. Yeah, I've been enjoying it. It's a fun game. Daniel Bear, do you see that they're having prisoners in Guantanamo Bay build flayed ones as a form of torture? God, these things are a nightmare. Ooh, I bet. Yeah, the flayed ones are little.
You bet that they're doing that in Guantanamo Bay?
Mark the Frog. I should buy a new watch. That's because it sounds like Death Watch. Yeah, you could probably sell painted models, not commissioned, but I painted whatever the hell I want by these pink Space Marines. I always want analytics for people who do that, because like people do that on eBay. They'll buy models, paint them very nicely, and then list them for a lot of money. I would love to know how often they sell and how often they don't, because you're really looking for the perfect buyer, someone with a lot of cash, someone who's like, I'll buy that model just
Right.
for fun, or maybe that's the color they have for their army, or I'd love to know more.
Yeah, I bet it's rare.
Yeah, that's what I would think.
Right. I think it helps. Like there's some people that have Twitch accounts that
Uh-huh.
sell their stuff on eBay, and I'm sure that helps a lot.
Uh-huh. I know eBay Miniature Rescue got absolutely destroyed once because that was his thing. Is he would buy an army on eBay, paint it up, and then flip it. And one time, he said somebody bought his army for like $1,200, and he was like, "Yeah!" And that was like the most he had ever sold an army for. And then he got a private message from the seller who was like, "I actually don't have the money. This is a problem. Sorry, I'm not buying it."
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, that sucks.
Mm-hmm. And then he was like, and I can't even just relist it immediately because of like YouTube's policies of like if the buyer doesn't pay, you have to like wait a certain amount of time, and there's like a process.
Wow. Right. And then all those people just assume that they lost, so they're not looking for
Yeah.
it.
And I mean, you know, he makes a bunch of videos that also kind of pump up interest in the army.
Right.
New Zealand, do you have a Discord server? Yes, we do. It's in the linked in the description below.
Better believe it.
Crash TV, I'm looking forward to the Chaos Space Marine Codex. I've been building up boxes of Chaos Space Marines to have Abaddon lead a band of Noise Marines into battle. Sweet! Job Diggity, do you have any Horus Heresy armies? I want to do Iron Warriors after I finish my 40k Thousand Suns. No, no 30k armies. I know Nick's been pushing it hard, but I just don't, I'm not that interested.
30k sounds lame. I don't care who knows it.
Mm-hmm. I know. I watched somebody today do. They did a battle report with the leaked rules, or it wasn't a battle report. They just played a game and talked about the new rules for 30k, and they enjoyed it. And I know there's been certain channels who've been publishing like daily videos about how all the new leaked rules suck, which I think is a good sign. I think it's a good sign if the true 30k fans don't like it. George Cadrado. I think those kinds of sales only work for well-known painters like Miniac, Midwinter Minis, and even you guys.
Wow.
Sausage, ayy!
We got a chance.
Righteous Games. Jay, also I want you to know that because of you, I'm starting a Night Lord's kill team. I'm going to find a way to give the aspiring champion lightning claws, and I'm excited. Sweet! Toby Builds, where do you recommend to buy Warhammer 40k? I don't know. I don't really know any good online stores.
Mini Market.
Oh yeah, Mini Market. Mini Market is very good.
Valhalla Hobby. That's like the best
Of course, Valhalla Hobbies is a wonderful place to buy models from.
That's a good one because
we buy most of our models from there.
This is true. They do 15% off.
Uh-huh.
Have an online store. And if you mention our name, it's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice, helpful.
RDRT, 30k is for nerds and 40k is for Sigma Chads.
Yeah. Exactly.
Username, who's Horus? Horus was the guy who killed the Emperor. Body chair, what the hell is a ducat? It's a duck in a bucket.
Ginger Bear, I think he wants to purchase the 40k IP. Well, that might be a lot.
Yeah, I bet you can do it though. If you go to Nottingham.
Nottingham.
Well, how much do you think they'd want? Star Wars sold for $4 billion.
$4 billion.
Star Wars sold for $4 billion. 4 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 bil 40 could probably be less. Maybe 2 billion?
I guess, yeah, if we were comparing 40K to Star Wars, I mean, I feel like 40K would be like, I don't know, half a billion?
Half a bill? 500,
I mean,
500 mil?
Like Star Wars is like a whole thing.
That's true. That is true. I think technically, though, they were only buying the rights to the movies, because I think Disney owned the companies that made the toys already.
Okay. I see.
Sorry, Gerardo. If you could own an Angel Heraldez army for free, what army would you have him paint? Ooh, I would have him paint my Infinity stuff. He's really good at painting Infinity.
Yeah. He's really good at painting.
He's really good
Just
at painting.
in general.
Honestly, like I feel like I wouldn't waste him on a 40K army.
Yeah.
Ooh, or maybe a Malifaux team. Like having a Malifaux team that was painted beyond perfectly. George Cajardo, who I bought from both Valhalla and Miniature Market before. Good delivery times and selection.
There you go. Love Valhalla.
What's a bucket and a duck called? A buckuck.
Bagok?
George Jardo, Games Workshop has a market capitalization of $4 billion, so that's how much it would cost to buy it and make it private.
I'm gonna stick with what I said.
Yeah. Like 300,000. This is your starting bid.
Right. You don't wanna go too high.
No.
I'm gonna put this out there in the universe. Oprah said so. It's a good thing to do. I will buy Games Workshop for 500 million. That's final offer.
Offer on the table, Games Workshop.
It's a steal for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Our first order of business, not releasing the squats. I don't care if they're done.
That's hilarious. That'd be perfect.
Mm-hmm. Second order of business, get rid of all old squatty Marines. Let's just rip that Band-Aid off.
Boom.
Step 3, 2023, nothing but Tau. Only Tau models will be released. For all game systems, only Tau.
Exactly. Yeah, those Age of Sigmar players won't know what's coming.
What a cheer. Fug them.
Exactly. But Jim Diggity, even in 30K. Tau.
Yeah, they didn't even exist yet. But we released them.
Tau. Jim Diggity, Time Travel Tau. The Emperor was Tau all along.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. RTRT, Farsight would spank Sigmar, no doubt.
Absolutely. Oops, okay, ruin that shoulder. I think I'll let these dry over the Sunday and then maybe varnish them tomorrow before stream and see if that locks in all the flavor. So maybe I'll probably varnish them maybe in the afternoon on Monday, just to give it a good amount of time to dry, but give the oils as much time as humanly possible to dry.
Yeah.
It's the one big annoying thing about oils. It takes a long time to dry.
Maybe you should be patient. Maybe that's what oils really teaches you. Is how to become patient.
Our third action item: increase hatred of the fans. Absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, that's what makes it fun.
What is the appeal of oils? They have a very long working time, and it makes blending very, very easy. Because you can essentially wet blend everything on the model. And if you're very, very, very good, you can do incredibly good and quick work with oils. But I'm just starting out, so...
Exactly.
Actually, I painted these NEPHILIM, and I'm pretty darn happy with them. I think though, I think I'm gonna want to boost the contrast a little more. Put on a few more layers, get that blue kind of all the way up to almost white.
Yeah.
Do something on the wings.
Well, on that note, we're gonna go to Betty Bye. Betty Bye time. We had a bunch of videos out this week. We got more videos coming out. Got Patreon. We got models for sale. We got shirts for sale. I mean, geez Louise, we got lots of stuff going on. But we'll be back with another live stream on Monday, so join us for that.
Alrighty, everybody. Good night.
Good night.
And